Yeah, let's talk a little bit more about the 2026 recruiting class, these 24 guys, and what we're liking about this group next here on Locked On Sooners.
You are Locked On Sooners, your daily podcast on the Oklahoma Sooners. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Once again, thanks for making Locked On Sooners your first listen every single day. Shout out to all the everydayers out there tuning in and subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcasts. We're part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Jay, the Sooners signed 24 guys, all 24 guys that were committed. No muss, no fuss, no drama. Perfect.
Kind of shocking, kind of exciting. No, it's not shocking at all, actually.
Refreshing.
If you, it's more refreshing than anything, but it's not shocking at all. I mean, if you followed Oklahoma since Brent Venables has got here, this is the expectation. Their focal point is guys that want to be here, guys that aren't going to be too dramatic. You're going to have those moments with some of your good players. It's going to, you're going to come across it occasionally, but they minimize it so well. And to me, that is a testament to the staff, and it's a testament to their dedication to making sure they find the right fits. This is even before Jim Nagy. So we saw this with the other classes. You didn't really see a lot of flips and back and forths constantly. I mean, the biggest one was the Peyton Bowen fiasco, right? And then after that, you could tell that they changed their whole philosophy and said, no, we're not going to deal with this. If you're in, you're in. If you're not, you're not. Let's focus and make sure this is where we're going to be at. And that just makes me happy about how this staff has worked and how they've done things, John. We're not stressed out or shaking in our boots on signing day. You don't really have that. You don't really have that kind of drama. I mean, for Susie was somewhat that, but for those that knew and, the actually initiated knew that wasn't a concern. As long as Bill Beatonbow's here, he was coming. And boom, now here we are. So to me, it's a testament to this staff sticking to the word of, we're going to get the best players that fit what we want to do, who want to work their tails off, who really want to represent Oklahoma, and they want to be at Oklahoma. Not they're coming to this coach. They come into Oklahoma because they want to beat Oklahoma. And they're selling the school more so than the staff, and I love that.
One, the thing I loved what Brent Venables was talking about is so many of the guys are quote-unquote alphas. Jim Nagy even mentioned that as well. They were looking for guys that were just leaders, guys that other people look to. And you can kind of see it when you go watch a lot of these highlights. These guys play big, they play ferocious, they play physical, and they definitely looked for a type in this class. They looked for guys that were going to come in and add to what we've seen on the defensive side of the ball this year, right? We've seen fast, physical, relentless, suffocating defense. And then they just brought in a whole bunch of dudes that play just like that to help add to the depth and provide some more competition. And it's a group of guys, he said, are just gym rats. And that's exciting. Like, they're going to be about the work, and they're going to get in there with Schmitty, and they're going to continue to build on what they've already done at high school. Like, the Jandros to me are the quintessential example of what they're talking about. Those guys are just stacked with muscles.
Yep.
They don't got any more room for any more muscles. They've got it all.
Just everything. They get everything you're looking for and more. That's the best part. It's, like I said, they're stacked with muscle. And I like the players that we've picked up in this class. This defensive line is going to be fun. Who's one of the players that really has gotten you? Who's the one that got you the most excited so far?
Dude, it's the Jandros. Like, I know they're not the most highly rated guys in Oklahoma's class, but you can't help but get excited when you watch their highlights, when you watch their tape, because you talk about dudes that are twitchy and explosive and physical and look to hurt people. They look to tackle with intentionality. It's not just, I'm trying to stop you. It's not, I'm just trying to bring you down. It's, I'm trying to knock you back. It's a couple other guys that are like Reggie Powers and Michael Boganowski, dudes that want to lay the lumber and absolutely punish you. And so when they talk about these guys coming in, these safeties and linebackers that they brought in, being a part of their special teams core going into next year, that's got me pumped, man. Like, these guys on kickoff coverage, are you kidding? The way
full speed
they play with speed and physicality, there's going to be some people that are hurting. And they're playing with Reggie Powers and Michael Boganowski and Jaden Hardy on kick coverage. Like that's going to be
Christian Moore.
Must see TV.
Add
Christian
Moore in
Moore?
there. He's
Dude,
going to level someone. I
Yes.
think Jacob Curry's going to probably put his helmet in somebody's chest. Nesta, Taylor Heim. Yeah, it's
nasty,
the way this staff recruits, John. The way they go after guys specifically because of motor, because of pursuit, tenacity, and Jim Nagy said it. We're looking for violent dudes. We're looking for violence. We have chosen violence. We hit the little check mark. We turned it to the side, and it says, I choose violence. I'm going to start wearing that shirt moving forward. I choose violence. That is exactly what they're looking for out of these recruits, and they're finding them. Every time you watch them, you're like, yeah, these dudes are, whoo. Any video you watch with a lot of these dudes, I mean, I'm surprised most of them don't have, like, the Reggie Powers tape, because Reggie Powers had a whole highlight reel of him just hitting people when he was in high school. I'm surprised a lot of them haven't done that, because that's what it looks like in some of these videos. It's them just hitting folks. You're like, dang, like it's not a, oh, okay, you know, he pursued him. No, it's a, ow, ooh, my back hurt. That's a painful shot. Yeah, call him. Is his parents okay? Did the ancestors feel that one? They hit him so hard, it's going back through like generations. So no, you can tell that is the focal point, and I'm happy that that's the focal point. That needs to be the focal point, and we're doing it, man. We're doing it.
I'm also really excited about the wide receiver core that Emmett Jones recruited for this class, like Daniel Odom, Jaden Pettit, Jazir Rogers, and then Xavier Okufest. I'm going to mess it up. I apologize. I forgot what it was.
Okwu Faluzing.
I apologize, Easy.
Okay.
But I'm excited about you. I'm as excited about you as I am these other guys. But that's a really nice foursome that they brought in. Guys that are just playmakers.
Yes. Big bodies, playmakers. Spider-Man is going to be fun to watch. Rogers, he's going to be fun to watch. And all it is really with them is getting up to speed on the playbook, as well as making sure they're good blockers. Because that's kind of one thing that, you know, Emmett Jones makes sure these dudes are. You're a good blocker, you typically get on the field. But rebuilding on the inside. And, you know, the other thing that even goes to this class and a testament to the staff is they really like playing their dudes. That's one thing I've learned about them is majority of the players on the field are always their own guys, the guys they recruited and brought in. That is the focal point. Offense, we're going to get back to that as well. Like with the offensive line, you're starting to see it's more and more recruits and less transfers. I mean, the biggest thing is health wise. You know, that's the only reason Jake Taylor and Jacob Sexton ain't playing is because of health. Heath Ozida, health. If you get healthy, you're good, but you're starting to see them do more and more of focusing on the players that they brought in, and I love that. That to me makes it easy for a recruit to want to come here, because they're not going to recruit on top of you. They're going to add additional talent. You're going to play, and you're going to get the opportunity. And if you show up, and that's kind of what I think where the defense is so good and the offense is playing catch up. There's so much continuity on defense because all of them have played together and they all root for each other. I mean, I know those dudes got bets on who's going to have the biggest hit this week. Like you can tell by the way they get excited when somebody gets leveled and run around on the sidelines throwing towels. It's beautiful. Yeah. You can tell that they have in harmony, and that's what I'm hoping the offense can figure out next season to be able to add that additional component like Indiana did this past season. Right? They added that additional component. That offense really took over to go along with that defense. And I'm hoping we can figure that out as well. So, but yeah, it's good to see that we care about our recruits, and you can tell by the players that they're bringing in, they plan on playing them.
Well, and you look at the defense, and you've got so many guys that have been here since day one of the Brent Venables era. You really can't say that much about the offense. Jaren Kanak is about the only one that plays a significant role that's been here since day one of the Brent Venables era. And that matters. Like having guys that are in their third and fourth year in the system, it matters. And you've had so much offensive coordinator turnover from, you had 2 years of Jeff Levy, then you had the Seth Luttrell, Joe John Finley, Kevin Johns, 2024 season, and now you're in year one of Ben Arbuckle. If you can hold on to Ben Arbuckle, I know a lot of Oklahoma fans are ready to make a change, but let's build. Let's build on this. There have been some
them.
good things. We don't want to tear it all down and start fresh again. That's not how you build continuity. So just keep building, keep growing, let some of these guys get 3-4 years in the system and see where we're looking at down the road. I mean, I think it's going to be better next year than it was this year.
Oh, it will be. And that's what I think a lot of fans fail to realize is that there's an adjustment period when it comes to going from where other conference you come from to get into the SEC.
Yeah.
Go look at Tim Beck and Diego Pavia. I went and looked at the numbers. Diego Pavia put up less numbers than what Mateer did this year so far. Just a few more touchdowns, though, because Pavia never got hurt. But then this season, Pavia blew up even more, grew up even more because him and Tim Beck now have the entire team behind them and rallied together properly to where Pavia can go do his thing. He understands the speed of the defenders that's coming at him, and they balled out this year. Went 10-2. Yeah, remember they went from like 2-7 or 2-8, or actually more than that. It was like 4-8, and then they went to 7-6. So okay, that's a big adjustment for them. And then from there, 10-2. And so it takes a year for you to come over to the SEC against NFL caliber defensive coordinators and be able to run an offense. It never happens overnight. Everybody has a struggle. That's just the challenge of how all that works. And now here we are. We've got better. We're 10-2. Next year we can go 11-1. We have a chance for it, especially with so many players that are coming back.
Let's take a look at some early bold predictions for the 2026 recruiting class coming up next here on Locked On Sooners.